Y'all are too cool. Y'all niggas need to get on the phone. Angry fan does not need to know. Like, you understand certain things. You know, hip hop is real. Does not need to know certain things. It's being real. You understand? Like, nah, like, come on. Like, that irked me more than anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. That irked me more than anything.
And when I said to you with Double Impact, bro, that's what I said. You said let's talk at Double Impact. That's the only time. Before that, I hit you 3-4 times trying to talk, bro. So let me just ask you one question. Why you ain't tell me? If you heard what I just said a minute ago, bro, I said that's what I apologize for. It's not communicating. That was
right. Frogs, nigga.
This next segment I want to get into, man. The loyalty is the theme. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people got a chance to see the Angry Fan, Hollow, and Math kind of going back and forth on the radio and everything like that. You kind of in the middle of it. NYB.
How am I in the middle of it, fam? Look, let me tell you, man.
Family, that's your
Let me
homie.
tell you something, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell you something, man. Speak to both of them dudes about it. You know, I think what people are misconstruing in the whole interview, and this is being dead ass. People are thinking that Math is complaining about Hollow battling Diz. Math is not complaining about Math battling Diz. You understand? Like, about Hollow battling Diz. He's not complaining about that. He's more hurt at the fact that, nigga, why did you think you had to hide that from me? Why did you think you couldn't tell me that? You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna fuck up your bag. You understand? When I battled Sharon is the beginning of 2016. That was the first time I came into contact with Diz since the fight. We wasn't speaking at first. Then Diz came up to me and we had a conversation. You understand? I don't get on camera with Diz. I don't be buddy with him because it just doesn't look right. You understand? And it's still a little awkwardness here and there, especially now because Diz always does this. He goes back home and then he talks crazy. You understand? So with him, it's like, that's what people get tired of Diz about. People get tired of the fact that he be cool in person, then he goes back home and he gets crazy on Twitter. You understand? It's like he gets in his feelings. He's emotional over shit. You understand? Me and Diz was very cool at one time. The shit happened. Alright, cool. My nigga, you wrong. I reached out to him that same night. Yo, you wrong. He dubbed my shit. Became a riff. Then I see him at the Sharon shit, and he's like, yo, man, I don't want it to be like this. I said, well, my nigga, you owe my man a fair one. Simple as that. Y'all square up and get this shit over with. This is a fight. Thank God nothing happened. Thank God Sonny hit him with the chair, with the table, whatever that shit was. You feel what I'm saying? It could have went a lot worse. It wasn't a fair fight. It was a jump. You understand? Niggas need to get bookings. Mav can't get a booking out there in LA because nobody wants to book him out there. I didn't get in the Body movie. I know why I ain't get in the Body movie. Everybody's not stupid. I was battling Big K the same day they was filming. The only reason why I didn't get offered anything is because I'm Team Mav. You feel what I'm saying? I still went on set.
That's crazy.
I still went on set because when I was out there, I was with Hollow. So I went with Hollow to the movie set. If I felt like there was tension or something, I wouldn't have went to the video set, the movie set. I'd be like, nah, niggas might try to pop on me. Diz gonna be there with his. No, nigga, I'm going. Yo, what's up, man? Niggas was chilling. Niggas was chilling on set. You feel what I'm saying? Everyone knew I had a battle later on that day. So, you know what I mean? Like, I was in and out. I was only there for like 20 minutes. But it ain't like niggas ain't conversate, and it wasn't no tension. But he knows, because it's a personal conversation that he and I had, yo, bro, you gotta square that off. And he said, cool. And I told Mav that. And Mav said, cool. But is it ever happening? No. For something like that to come into Boston and for it to happen, if Diz really wanted to settle it and square it, they could have just squared it off right there. It would have been for the better of battle rap, to be honest with you. You feel what I'm saying? Instead, dudes try to make it a whole big story. Oh, Hollow didn't tell Mav. Hollow should have told Mav. He should have told Mav. We had no idea. You understand? But you know what's the crazy thing? Me and Mav was going anyway. We was literally going anyway. You You feel what I'm saying? So we was gonna go. The only reason why we didn't go was because my man had already got a ride and he left already. We woke up maybe a half an hour late. So I was like, damn, Mav stayed at my crib to go to Boston the next day. I woke up a half hour late, my man left. And then we was waiting for Goods. But Goods was all the way uptown. So we didn't have enough time to link up with Goods to go up there. So we both just fell back. But we damn sure was going up there just on the humble.
Man.
Just on the humble. It wasn't like we would have known that Hollow was battling him. We was going there already. You understand? So it was like, damn, nigga, you know what I mean? Like, you could have told them. So I understand that. But what I want Hollow to know is Math wouldn't have been mad about him taking the battle. Because Hollow has turned down numerous bags. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Hollow's getting way bigger bags. I can't turn down the bags that I'm getting offered because of this either. I gotta work. I gotta feed my family.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Math ain't tripping about that. He actually wasn't tripping. Like that's what I'm telling people. Like, people think he's all butthurt. He's not really butthurt over that. He's not butthurt over disaster. He's butthurt over the shit that's my man. Like, damn, nigga, like, yo, you couldn't tell me? You understand? Like, that's what he feels a way about. It has nothing to do with disaster. It's a matter of, yo, man, you could have told that nigga, yo, boy, we getting a bag. But you still got to give my man that 5, but I'll make sure y'all just get the 5 minutes out the way. Doom. Then 2 minutes, scrap for 2 minutes, get out the way, and we get to this money. You know what I mean? Mav can't tell me how to feed my family the same way I can't tell Mav. Same thing with Hollow. But it's more about the communication. It's like, bro, why you didn't think you could tell me? You know? That's why. And a lot of people are like, oh, but Core's there, and niggas have seen it, and Disaster called up and said, oh, yeah, I'll smoke one. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I don't like, I'm not going to sit there and promote it and be all buddy, because it's not cool. Yeah. It's a perception. You understand? And, you know what I mean? It's like, there's flip-flops. You understand? So it's like you have to be careful with him. And I'm not shitting on him. I have no nothing about him. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, he flip-flops. So it's like, you don't know what you're getting with him. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, you cool one day, the next day you not. You feel me? You're around your boys and you act a certain way. When you're not, you cool. People see that. That's why people don't gravitate towards him that way. You understand? And this has nothing to do with his talent. This has nothing to do with what he brings to the table for King of the Dot. It's a matter of, boy, grow up. Like, grow up. You understand? Because all this shit is putting everybody into it when everybody's just trying to get money and feed their fam. You understand? He shouldn't have been able to get a booking in Boston if Mav can't get a booking in the Bay Area. Why Mav can't get a booking in the Bay Area? Bay Area is 7 hours away from LA. Why he can't get booked in the Bay then?
That's crazy.
You understand what I'm saying? Boston is 4 hours, 3 hours away from New York. You understand? So it's like, yo, man, we gonna get this shit over with. What we gonna do? You know? But I get what Hollow was saying. I just feel like, yo, you could have told him. You know, that's all.
Do you feel like Hollow battling Disaster is not loyal on Hollow's behalf?
Nah. I don't think that at all. Hollow's feeding his family. You know, that's not what nobody was tight about. Like, you know what I mean?
So, like Mav never got mad that you had the battle over there and...
Initially, but there was, initially he was mad when, remember when I battled Danger Zone in Arizona? That event was supposed to be a URL event. And at the last minute, it got switched to the King of the Dot event. I was still booked there. That was the initial time that I got around Organic. I don't know if Diz was on that card, but I know Organic, a lot of the guys. You understand?
Okay.
I mean, Organic had a long talk, just trying to sort it out. You know what I mean? Fix it out and relaying messages back to Math and all that stuff. You know, that's why Math was at Lux versus Arsenal, right next to Organic. Standing right there.
Yeah.
It's no problem. You understand? It's no problem. People have to communicate, though. People have to talk. And I think that was the whole thing. It was just like, yo, y'all niggas is too cool to not talk and not to know that Diz was coming over here and you not to know that he was battling them. Y'all are too cool. Y'all got too much history. That should have been spoke about between y'all. Fuck me. Nigga didn't have to tell me nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, y'all should have talked about that. And I know Hollow was saying Math was ignoring him. But at the same time, there's got to be a way for y'all to communicate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, both y'all are in y'all feelings when both of y'all really want to be cool with each other again.
Yeah.
Both of y'all really fuck with each other. Y'all just mad because if you really didn't give a fuck, you wouldn't care. You be like, man, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas fuck with each other. That's why they both feel away. You know what I mean? So it's genuine love there. It's just niggas just hurt. You feel what I'm saying? And it's over a battle? Nah, nigga. Like, y'all gotta talk.
Now,
You know what I mean? Y'all need to open up them lines of communication as two grown men.
Seeing them actually being able to go on the phone and talk, and even though it was online and everything like
I
that.
don't feel like it got anywhere though.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the whole interview didn't get anywhere.
If you was in this situation, like, what would you try to do differently?
I don't talk on the camera. Like, a lot of people know. Like there's a lot of shit that gets said. Like, all these stories that's piecing together and all that shit. I don't talk about shit like that on camera. That's not me. It's not in my character. You understand? There's a lot of shit that them niggas shouldn't have been talking about to begin with. You understand? It's like, nah, like, y'all are too cool. Y'all niggas need to get on the phone. Angry fan does not need to know. Like, you understand certain things. Hip hop is real. Does not need to know certain things. Just being real. You understand? Like, nah, like, come on. Like, that irked me more than anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. That irked me more than anything. Because you don't want to see that. You understand? There's a lot of people praying on niggas' downfalls. There's a lot of people praying. Yo, Mav just had a fire battle with the 2-on-2. Let's try to give him some negative press somehow, some way, so that he won't continue to get bookings. Hollow just had a fire battle with Tay-Rock. Let's throw them. Nigga, don't y'all see how these blogs be posting y'all? They'll take a stupid picture of you and another stupid picture, and they got Mav and Hollow looking like idiots, and they put a crazy caption like, nah, man, get the fuck out of here. Like people putting up certain, like, nah, man, like, y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care what he's talking about with his sister. Y'all don't care what he's talking about what happened when he jumped in the water. Y'all don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's certain shit that's like too crazy.
Yeah.
You understand? This has nothing to do with rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nah, I don't like. You understand? And that I didn't want them to do. You know what I mean? When they did it, I saw the tweet, and then fans is tweeting, Cortez and Dizastrous need to call in.
Yeah.
That's crazy, son. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like,
I mean, just being a business person and, yourself, having a brand and being a business yourself and being associated with other people. How is it, is there loyalty in business? You know what I'm saying?
No. Paperwork and contracts.
Okay.
That's what you gotta be loyal to. Your signature. Your signature's on that piece of paper. That's what you're loyal to. That's what you abide by. You understand? There shouldn't be any loyalty in business, because when it becomes loyalty, it's not business anymore. You understand? Like, if I'm loyal to you, it's like, nigga, we're not talking about money. We're not talking about nothing. We're not talking about for me to gain or for you to gain. I'm loyal to you because I fuck with you. You're loyal to me because you fuck with me genuinely, no matter what. You understand? Business is, I see you have an opportunity for me to make money. I have an opportunity for you to make money. We don't really know each other like that, so let's sign this piece of paper and shake hands on it, buddy. That's what business is. You feel me? And then you might create a certain trust. Where it's like, okay, but we're doing business, but I trust you to make your payment by the 5th. You don't have to make it by the 1st. You feel that's what it is, nigga.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But it ain't no yo, bro, I really can't pay you this month. But starting October 1st though, I'm gonna start paying you, alright? So for this month, just give it to me for free because you my man.
It's all good, baby. You good. Hit me whenever you good.
Yeah. What? No, you understand? It's a proposal, and with a proposal, it's a way to earn or benefit in some type of way. And I'm gonna put you on paper because you say you can get me there. That's it.
I know it's like a sticky situation, but who to you is right in this situation between Hollow and Math, or is like, you know what I mean? Or is both of them wrong, or you know what I mean?
To be honest with you, Math is right at the fact that Hollow could have spoke to him. But I also know that Hollow said he reached out and Math ignored him. You understand? So I'm not gonna go back into the back and forth, because if Hollow feels like he reached out, he's not gonna chase a man either. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I'm not gonna start chasing. You know what I mean? But that should have just been for them to speak about anyway. Mm. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, he still took the battle. He still was gonna take the bag. You understand? They're gonna do a real battle.
Yeah.
You understand? So, you know, they're in a movie together. You understand? Like yeah. You know, it's different type of situations. The only thing I say is communicate. How did they get to that point where y'all not talking? How did they get to that and get to the root of it and get on with it? Because at Hollow's defense, he turned down maybe 20, 25 G's, maybe 3 or 4 times. Because he didn't want to give Disaster that light. Mm. You understand?
Yeah.
So Math is just like, yo, if you was going to give him the light, nigga, at least let me get my fair one. Give him the light, but let me get my fair one.
Nah, that's a crazy situation. Just for yourself, like, how hard is it, like, getting into, like, you know what I mean, all of that back and forth with, you know, knowing that, you know, those are your brothers, and you know what I'm saying, and it has gotten publicly and everything like that.
What I try to do is I wait
cool
for
with
them.
Both of them. Like, you cool
I'm
with both
very
of them.
cool with both
you know what I'm saying?
I'm very cool with both of them. Just, you know, like, I just feel like I'm more like the voice of reason. Like, niggas will call me to be like, I'm not bugging. You understand? And I'm like, nah, you're not bugging. But then I'm like, nah, you're not bugging. But at you know, like, with this situation, I really feel like it's not worth it. This shouldn't be the reason. Like, that shouldn't be the reason why niggas fall out. You understand? It's not a big enough reason. Nobody fucks somebody's bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas ain't fucking violate somebody's kid or something. You feel me? But then again, it goes to see if do these niggas even want to be friends. Hollow says he's a changed man. Maybe he just doesn't want that type of vibe around him. You know? Math takes things very personal. He holds things to heart. You know what I mean? When it comes to loyalty, or when it comes to, like, you know, how he feels, you know? If it, you know, Math feels like, yo, my nigga, I could never be around somebody if I know they violated you. You know, it's 2 different schools. Hollow's looking at it like, and Hollow used to be on that time. Mm-hmm. So there's no way you can't tell me that Hollow didn't used to have that ideology. I know for a fact Hollow used to be like, what? Fuck that, y'all.
Yeah.
Hollow's with the shit.
Now he feel like he changed in a sense.
He changed. You know what I mean? He had a kid. You can't tell a man nothing when he has a kid, you know? So I respect it. You understand? And maybe it's just 2 people that might have grown away or grown apart from each other. But it doesn't mean that they can't communicate. That's the one thing. Doesn't mean y'all can't communicate. You understand? And that's the one thing I want them to understand. And now y'all niggas can still talk to each other. Y'all can still communicate and address certain things. You can agree to disagree. But as long as all the open channels are out there, then nobody can get mad.
A lot of people say, yo, it's not about Disaster, but it's kind of been about Disaster. Like, the whole situation is kind of like what fuels a lot of the back and forth over the years. You know, from TMZ and how big this thing kind of got and everything like that. Do you see any reconciliation between those 2 guys, or them ever being able
Disaster?
Yeah,
and Math?
Yeah. Do you see a chance? Because they've been on Total Slaughter together. They, you know, they battled each other. You know what I'm saying? Do you see them able to, even though, you know, or does it have to get to a point where they get on some physical shit where it has to be a fight? Or
I don't think they have to fight. I'm being honest with you. Math has passed that.
Okay.
Now, if they want to get it on, Math's not turning it down. But what Math is saying is like, look, man, just don't make me look like a fool. Like, you know, if you're going to come to the East Coast, don't tiptoe around it. You know? Like, be a man. You know what I mean? But I don't even think it has to get to that level, to be honest with you, bro. I don't. You know what I mean? I think they need to have a real sit down, a real mediator. You know, it's just Diz. It's just Diz has to like be a man of his word. Like stop saying one thing and then changing it when you go back home. You understand? That's the only thing. Yo, when the camera's off, he's cool. I'm not joking. I'm not shitting on him. Like, he's mad cool.
Yeah.
But it's like when the camera's on, he gets riled up. You know. Sometimes he does good. Sometimes he doesn't. You understand? Like, you know. And the whole thing is, it's like, you know, people get tired of that after a while. You understand? So it's like, if y'all sit down, y'all really come to an agreement. Don't run to Twitter when y'all have a disagreement again and start the whole shit. You know what I mean? It's like you open a whole new can of worms for what? Just making it worse. Yeah, you know what I mean? And maybe it's just because he's so passionate about battle rap. Like, battle rap is his life. Like, he's passionate about the shit. So, he goes off and he fucking curses everybody out. You feel what I'm saying? But, my nigga, you're 30 years old now. Like, come on. Like, you understand? Like, move on and move a certain way. You're in a movie now. You need to put yourself in a certain light, and you need to direct yourself in a certain light, because you are a figure that can represent battle rap on a whole other scale if you're mature enough to understand that. You know what I mean? If you're mature to understand the position that you're in, don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
You're doing dumb shit that fucks it up.
And it's at a point where, like, all the eyes are on you. How could you
exactly, so don't be a bozo.
Anyway,
that's what I'm saying, so don't be a bozo.
It's almost to the point where everybody, like, y'all even come to the building, the same building, everyone's just watching y'all.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know, some situation where...
Exactly, and we have to get past this whole issue. We have to, in order for it to keep on growing and to keep expanding. You understand? Math has been in the same building with Sirius Jones numerous times since then. Math has been in the same building with Dose since then. You know,
so basically saying he could get past it.
He can get past. He's proven that. You know, but Diz has to be a man of his word where they sit down and get together. You understand? And I think that shit would be bigger news than everyone running around talking about Hollow and Mad beefing. Man, fuck that. Math and Disaster. Call a truce. That headline should be the one that goes all over the place. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, it like I said, man, shit happens though. It's the hood at the end of the day too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, shit happens. Like, you know, so I don't know which way to go with it. It's just a matter of, you know, in a perfect world, they'd hatch this shit, and you know what I mean. They both go on to have classic careers and. You know what I mean? And niggas get past it.
Make money, take money. We definitely got to talk about it, man. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody blogging about it.
What?
You know, that chain, man. That KTD chain. You versus Head Ice. Again.
We bad to fake money. We'll take breaks from the money. From the money. From the fake money. Take money. Leave at the fake money. We'll take breaks from the money. From the money. Yeah. I call him spade a spade and a diamond a diamond. The nose ain't real, so neither are you by logic. Good goms, kid, it's all by logic. Now she study my body, study the wrist, baby. Study bionics, study the fish like we study aquatic. Couple your MCM still owe me money. I ain't frontin' about it. I'm in the game, I ain't coming about it. No subs, just all my wrists is frogs. All my